Does your child need help remembering how to write the letters of the alphabet? Maybe you've been struggling with handwriting and your child can't seem to remember which direction to go to write different letters. Stick around. I'm going to share with you a fun app that you can use to help your child remember how to handwrite. Hi, I'm Rebecca with the Parent Teacher Bridge, where you can find the ideas and resources you need to empower you to be your child's most influential teacher. Today, I'm going to share with you a review of an app called Letterschool. Now, I stumbled upon this app by accident several years ago, and since then, all three of my children have really enjoyed using this app. It's given about 4.5 stars on the Apple App Store rating, and today I'm going to share with you how it works and what I love about it and what my children love about it. So before we get started, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe so you can be notified each time I upload a video for your child's education. Be sure to check out my other videos because there might be something that you've been wondering about that I already have a video for. So there are 4 reasons why I love this Letterschool app, and I'm going to share all 4 reasons briefly, and then we're going to jump into actually seeing the app. So don't click off this video too soon. The first thing I love about the Letterschool app is that it teaches your child the correct direction. It gives dots to guide them along, and it will not give them credit for the letter until they have moved their finger along the line in the proper direction. Number 2, which is a must in a learning app, is that it keeps your child's attention with colors and sounds and interesting images. You're going to see what I'm talking about when I show you this in the app. But for example, instead of just tracing some dotted line, it may show the line is some grass, like on a lawn, and it's a lawnmower that's moving along there. Or it may be a candy necklace or a train track. And it gives sounds if you want to use that option too, and it just keeps the children's attention, keeps them hooked in. Number 3 is an added bonus. So it reviews the sounds that the letters make. I love this because a lot of times when we're working on handwriting with our children, it also coincides with that time that our children are learning more about reading, and they may be forgetting a couple of the letters and the sounds. So when it introduces a letter, it's going to remind the children what is the sound that it makes, and it actually gives an item or two to remind them, oh, it's B for ball, like for the letter B. And I love that that has that added bonus. And lastly, number 4, it has settings where you can adapt the style of the handwriting you are working on. The style that's my most favorite in the Letterschool app is the handwriting without tears. It will be marked with HWT. So if you're using the handwriting without tears program at home or at your children's school, this Letterschool app is going to go exactly with it. It also has a Denilian option for writing manuscript, and it also has a cursive option. So if you have a child that's really interested in learning cursive, but you're not ready to teach them, you just want them to experiment with the direction and the curves and the strokes, you can put the Letterschool app on that cursive setting and let your child play around with it. So let's get into this app so you can see and hear what my children love about the Letterschool app. So here we are inside the app. It will show you the different letters, and you can click settings to change your typeface. It's on handwriting without tears, but as you can see, there are several different others. Okay. And let's say your child's name starts with an E. You may choose whichever letter you want. You don't have to go in a certain order. So we can start with a capital E.
This is the letter E for elephant.
And so that's where it reviewed the sound that the letter makes. I love that it gives the short vowel sound for these. And these stars down here are going to be different levels. You go through different stages, so it scaffolds the learning. On this stage, you just click the dot and it will trace it for you. This time you trace, and if you start at the wrong spot, it lets you know. Gives you a hint. And it reviews one more time before the final star is going to show you, it's going to allow you to do it on your own. The line will disappear. But to keep your child from getting frustrated, if they stop while tracing this E because the line disappears, or if they make a mistake, it will give them hints. See how the line disappeared? If it takes too long, they give them a hint. Okay, and you can go to any other letter, you can swipe it, go to some numbers, you can swipe it and go to the lowercase letters. So if you're teaching your child how to write their name, I would only use a capital at the front and use lowercase letters for the rest. All right, let's look at some of the other options. You can see that it has a learn to write. So if your child isn't interested in letters yet, they can just practice different shapes. They've got 24 shapes there. They've got numbers here. If you want to just focus on lowercase letters, here we have capital cursive. So it gives us practice with capital letters in cursive. If we want to try capital A.
This is the letter A for astronaut.
So it follows the same principle. You're going to have the dots along the way. Let's see what some of the other options are. Small cursive. Here they have 72 words that are all consonant, vowel, consonant words. So I just love some of these bonuses. They have advanced words, learn to spell with the long vowel words. So they even have some things that they have coming soon. They just keep expanding, okay? So it's very, very exciting. So as you can see, the Letterschool app just keeps expanding. They have lots of different options, not just lowercase letters, uppercase letters, manuscript, cursive, but they also have some words and spelling and shapes as well. I've yet to see a child that doesn't like to use the Letterschool app. Now, we just use our fingers to trace, so it doesn't necessarily help with pencil grip, but it does help remind your child which direction they should go. And kids often forget this. You know, when we want our children to write or make a card for somebody, sometimes we forget that they probably need the alphabet, like some sort of chart right in front of them, because they'll forget. Even children that are learning cursive often forget, now how do I write, this letter? But giving them this repeated practice where they need to go in the proper order for their strokes is going to help them solidify that in their memory. Now, if you are still in the phase of teaching your child the ABCs, you're going to want to check out my mini course, A Busy Mom's Guide to Teaching the Alphabet. So I will leave a link for that in the description below, so be sure you check that out. I'm going to tell you simple things that you can do in your busy, busy day with your child to make sure that he not only recognizes the upper and lowercase letters, but is also able to attach sounds with them as well, which is perfectly setting him up for one day learning to read. If you haven't yet, click like and subscribe on this video so that I know that you are interested, and leave a comment. Let me know if you think you may try this Letterschool app, or if you've already tried it, what you do like about it. Remember, you can check out the Parent Teacher Bridge on Facebook and Instagram. Remember, you are your child's most influential teacher.